Happy Father's Day reactions. Okay, so I have done this costume for multiple years now. If you go back and look in my feed for Father's Day, there will be a whole bunch of these, and they'll all have different dad jokes because every year I just keep adding to my repertoire. So there's a couple of embedded jokes in this costume that I've talked about before. One of them is that there's a new line of men's clothing that are sponsoring me this year. They make rhinestone hats and belts and jeans, and you can't read it because it's backwards, but it's called, here, nope, okay, wait, Bedazzled. So, anyways, so that's fun. It's always, the dad jokes are always fun because as soon as people, find out that you're telling dad jokes, they either run screaming away from you or they're like, come on, tell me a dad joke, tell me a dad joke. So I have a whole raft of them that I can go through. One of my buddies in automotive, I got into like that 7th or 8th joke and he was like, make it stop. So I do have 6 new ones that I ordered to my repertoire this year. So they are, did you hear about the guy who had his entire left side cut off? His entire left side was cut off. It's okay because he's all right. Did you hear about the bicycle? I mean, it just couldn't even stand up. That's because it was too tired. Let me see if I can get this one right. Get it right, because it's a little tricky. So a little tricky. There's a fine line between the numerator and the denominator. And it's okay if you didn't get that joke, because only a fraction will. Anyway, so 2 new geographic jokes as well, along with those 3. 2 new geographic jokes. What is the difference between people who live in Iran and people who live in Iraq? The people who live in Iran, they hate spiders. They are so afraid of spiders. But the people in Iraq, no phobia. Do you know what the difference is between people who live in Dubai and people who live in Abu Dhabi? The people who live in Dubai, they don't like the Flintstones. They just don't. But the people who live in Abu Dhabi do. Okay, so my favorite of the year so far. I think my all-time favorite dad joke is John Wayne. Why did John Wayne get the wiener dog? Because he wanted to get along, little doggy. Okay, that's probably my favorite. But this one is pretty close. It's maybe in the number 2 slot. Why did Norway mandate that all of their warships would have to have barcodes? They needed the Scandinavian. I told that one to my buddy this morning that I had breakfast with, who he is a big punster. And he just thought about it. He said it again and thought about it. I said, that's good. He said, that is really it. For people who appreciate puns, Scandinavian is a great pun. We had fun. This is always fun. People kind of look and it almost looked like I'm dressed in normal clothes, and so then they're like, what? So what's today? And then I'm like, it's Father's Day. This is my Father's Day outfit. And so we talk. But then I also have this running on the back. I'm just going to try to get kind of centered here. Yeah, okay, I have this running on the back. That's what the dinging is. And it just keeps telling dad jokes back there, so people watch that, and that's always fun. So we get into all that kind of stuff. And then, you start firing the dad jokes off and people go laughing. It's a good day. It's a good day. My friend Barbie was back today. She was dressed up in a Wizard of Oz. Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz today, and she needs some help getting her Glenda cardboard cut out the Good Witch. So we were out in the parking lot doing the little tape and doing all that kind of stuff. But all in all, it was a good day. People seemed to enjoy it. Happy Father's Day, all.